Hi everybody. I wanted to make a video, put it on YouTube for those of you who have a 7.3 power stroke. That's good. Okay. We're up here in northern Utah, and this morning it was -10. And I want to be able to have my power stroke truck start without having it plugged in for when we go up hunting and go up on the mountain. Don't always want to rely on plugging it in. So I decided to change the glow plugs, and I went on YouTube and found some great videos on how to get in and do it, and some great tips. One problem I ran into today, the very first glow plug that I went to take out was this one right here. Okay? And what happened is the bottom part got stuck in the head. So I called up a local diesel shop and asked them, what do you do when the bottom part gets stuck down in the head? And he said, well, you crank the truck over and either blow it out or else you pull the head off. I'm thinking, crap, I don't want to pull the head off, you know. So I decided to try a couple other methods, pulling on it with vice grips. So what happened was this top portion spun out of the head like that and lifted off, and just that center probe was stuck in there. Luckily, this much of the center rod was sticking up out of the head. And so I was able to grasp onto it with some vice grips. Got my daughter telling me it's phone for me. Okay, so what I did is I got my needle nose vice grips and I clamped them on there like that. Okay, really hard. So this was down in the head. I'm pulling and pulling and pulling. I could not get it out. I tried rigging up another pair of vice grips, clamping on like that, and trying to pry it up. Nothing would work. And I'm thinking, crap, I'm going to have to pull the head off. So I got sitting here thinking about it. What I did is an excellent way to get that glow plug that's stuck out of the head. So I clamped this needle nose vice grip on really tight, tried to get it nice and centered, okay, right on that center probe. And then what I did is I took a hammer and tapped it down, you know, just maybe 1/8 of an inch. And then I pulled it back up, and then I tapped it down, and I wiggled it back up, and I kept doing that, and it lifted right up. It worked perfect. So I just wanted to make a YouTube video and show how I was able to get that broken, stuck glow plug out of the head without removing the head. And one more that I did, one of these that was also bad was stuck. And the top part didn't separate, but it would just sit there and spin in there. This bottom part was stuck, and the top part would turn on it, but it was all kind of together like that. So same thing, I just clamped my little vice grips right on top of that probe like that, nice and tight. Okay, while it was in there, same thing, I tap, 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 turned it, tap, 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 pulled right out. It's an excellent way to get the glow plugs that are stuck out. Oh man, that thing was tight. Okay, last thing I wanted to tell you, putting your new glow plugs in works so slick. Another guy on YouTube made up this idea. What you do to get the old glow plugs out, just crack that loose with your 10mm deep. So crack it loose so it turns. And you'll know if your glow plug is stuck or not, because if it turns real nice and easy and just breaks loose and is loose, then stick a piece of vacuum tube down onto it, jam that down on, and then just thread it and it lifts right out. And then same thing to put the new one back in, which is what I'm going to do right now. Support, go up on the Okay, stand right here in this chair. No, on the right here, not on top, right there. Okay. Okay. So get it up, get your camera right up here so you can look down and see. There you go, right on top. See that hole down in there? This one was one that was stuck. I thought for sure I'd have to pull the head. You just drop that down in with your little rubber vacuum line and twist it until it stops. Just like that. This goes right in, just slick. And it'll dead end, and then just pull off your hose. And then, I can lift it up a little. And then get your socket on there. Okay. And that's it. No removing the head. It works perfect. I'll show real quick. Stay right there. So I did it just like this. I put the vice grips just right down onto that center probe right there. Got it centered real good, clamped it on, not super tight to where it's going to bend your vice grips, but just to get a good bite. Clamp that thing on just like that, kind of up high, up at the top of that center probe, that center rod. Just like that. And then just take your hammer and tap that, and you'll feel it tapping down, and then you wiggle it back up, tap it down, wiggle it up 3 or 4 times, and then it just came right out. Okay, hope that helps somebody who has a stuck glow plug on a 7.3. And I learned a lot today, so hope that helps.